Costume changes, bedazzling galore, the number 13, friendship bracelets. What doesn't the Eras Tour have? It's projected to be the first tour to ever gross more than $1 billion. And the average resale price for a ticket has been estimated at $1,607. To put that in context, the average resale price for tickets for her Reputation tour was $191. So yeah, Eras tickets cost a lot more. Of course, Taylor and her team are apparently spending about $750,000 a day to put on these incredible shows. And while the official movie about the tour doesn't come out until October, we decided to do a little behind-the-scenes peeking of our own. Let's break down a little of the lengths Taylor and crew went to in order to put together this once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Fans of Taylor are well aware of her classic Bedazzled guitar that she played on the Fearless tour. The silver, sparkly axe has become one of the many iconic looks that Taylor has made famous over the years. So when it came to the Eras Tour, it seemed like a no-brainer to have a bedazzled guitar as part of the show. But Taylor went a pretty unusual route when it came to having a new one made for the tour. Her parents made it for her. She shared a photo on her IG story before the tour started, and it featured a couple of hands placing silver rhinestones onto a guitar, complete with the lucky number 13 on it. Taylor's tongue-in-cheek post said, quote, "Was my Eras Tour crystallized Fearless guitar made by A, artisans and finely trained craftsmen, B, a professional musical instrument manufacturer, C, my parents with superglue and a free afternoon." And though she joked that it was not C, it clearly was. Nice to see that prepping for the Eras Tour was a family thing. Speaking of helping out family, Taylor wanted to make sure that her dad felt like a true VIP on the tour. And while I'm pretty sure he was going to have an all-access pass to any show he wanted, Taylor decided to go the extra mile. She created a hand-drawn Backstage pass just for her dad. The pass, which clearly was made to look like it was drawn by an adoring daughter, reads DOH, Dad of Headliner. I don't know if Taylor's dad actually rocked it during the shows or if he did the classic move of putting it up on their home fridge. Either way, it was super adorable. Taylor's kindness extended beyond her family members. She's well aware of the kind of boost that an opening slot in her tour can have for an artist. So she handpicked a handful of amazing artists to join her on the tour. Their reactions ranged from pure elation to feeling like they were victims of a cruel joke. Owen said that the call to join the tour, quote, meant that Taylor really believed in me and that my life was going to be forever changed. And Biba Doobie remembered it as a serious pinch-me moment. Meanwhile, Gracie Abrams admitted that she'd been dreaming about playing shows with Taylor before she'd even had dreams about playing her own shows. And when she got the offer to open on the Eras Tour, she totally thought she was being pranked. Said Gracie, "I was like, this can't be right." Gail talked about how she'd been a part of a show in Nashville where she performed in front of an audience that included Taylor. And afterwards, Taylor sought her out backstage. They chatted for a bit, and then Taylor surprised her by hinting of more things to come.
She was just like, "You did a great performance. I'm gonna call you."
Taylor has a knack for making stylish and fun announcements, and that also included the announcement of the tour in the first place. Taylor put the word out on Instagram, posting on March 16th, 2023. She donned several outfits across a bunch of photos, showing her in rehearsals getting ready for the tour. Her caption was simple, "In my era's era." She also added to the fervor by releasing 4 new tracks at the time. Eyes Open, Taylor's version, Safe and Sound, Taylor's version, If This Was a Movie, Taylor's version, and All of the Girls You Loved Before. When it came to the actual shows, Taylor held nothing back as she prepared. That started by bringing in an all-star group of dancers and choreographers. A lot of these folks have danced with Taylor before, so it was a natural fit. At the top of the dance chain was legendary choreographer Mandy Moore. Moore has done choreography for projects ranging from the hit movie La La Land to shows like So You Think You Can Dance and Dancing with the Stars. She was joined by Jeremy Hudson and Amanda Balin, both of whom have done choreo for Lady Gaga, among others. And the dancers are a slew of uber-talented people who have danced with the top acts in the world. Though clearly, if you get the call to dance on the Eras Tour, you drop everything. Taylor also brought in her go-to band, The Agency, for the tour. They've been with her for years, so there was a lot less time up front for hiccups and issues. Taylor is very detail-oriented when it comes to costumes, and the Eras Tour was perhaps the pinnacle of that. In each show, she goes through 16 outfit changes, with a resulting 17 fully distinct outfits. They're meant to represent the last 17 years of her incredible career, and obviously to bring added flair to the production. And the outfits and changes were all planned out to a T, because there's little time for lengthy changes during the show. Of course, Taylor's fans have been adding some costume flair of their own in the form of friendship bracelets. Making, wearing, and trading these little gems has become a major part of the fan experience on the tour. The bracelets usually reference song lyrics, album eras, or even inside jokes from within the Swiftie world. And if you missed the Eras Tour, you're not completely out of luck. You'll have a chance to see a behind-the-scenes and immersive look at the tour with the release of a full-length movie about it. It'll be called Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, and it'll arrive in theaters October 13th of this year. Taylor posted on Instagram saying, quote, "The Eras Tour has been the most meaningful, electric experience of my life so far, and I'm overjoyed to tell you that it'll be coming to the big screen soon." She added, "Eras attire, friendship bracelets, singing and dancing encouraged." If you didn't catch Taylor's show during the American portion of the 2023 tour, you're still in luck. She's about to start up again in various spots around the globe. So as long as you don't mind a nice long flight, you can catch her in countries like France, Ireland, Singapore, and more. Or if you're really patient, you can wait until late 2024 when Swift brings it back to the US. And I'm sure tickets for those will be, totally easy to get. Have any thoughts about Taylor's preparation for the Eras Tour? Pop them in the comments section below.